I was expected to win, and I did!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Hello everyone, this is Meklord, and today I am playing Meklords. Meklords is a deck that saw the most competitive play in the midst of 2022. Mid to late 2022 was when Meklords received a bunch of support. First, in the form of a scaled Meklord Refinement, which up until recently was nerfed. But now its scale is back to its original state. I don't know why I thought the text was updated. I'm tired. But basically it's double switcher, right? The first time you activate it, you can search for any Meklord back row, and the second time you activate it, you can search for any Meklord card or Meklord Astro, the Eradicator, which is this trap that you're never searching because you have so many better search targets. On top of that, Meklord received around that time a couple of support cards, like I think Obligato was already in the game, which pretty good card, instant rank 4, and your easiest way to get to more interesting cards like Gigant X into Meklord Emperor Weisel, which is a spell negate, which used to be pretty good. But we also received Meklord Astro Dragon Triskelion, which is an OTK machine on its own. 3000 attacker, can equip a monster from the extra deck when it attacks, can also attack a monster several times if it is equipped with a Synchro Monster, which is pretty good. It's a really good card. It's the reason Meklords were good to begin with. The deck was unfairly nerfed, especially compared to other decks of the metagame. I'm thinking Rose Dragons and Galaxy, which received slap on the wrist nerf compared to Meklords getting their refinement at 3 and losing the scale that before Triskelion release really wasn't doing much. But now the scale is back and refinement hasn't been at 3 for a very long time, so here we are playing Meklords again. Can one of the top decks of 2022 be competitive in 2023? I don't know. This is BLS format, which means that people are going to be like preparing for the BLS matchup, so back row removal is aplenty, and people also running, you know, Lancia and stuff. And if they see you're playing Meklord, they might shotgun the Lancia to prevent you from banishing to special the Triskelion. So I don't know. Here's the deck list though. We're playing True Triskelion. I don't think 3 is necessary. If you have 3, definitely. I do have 3. Maybe I'll play the third, but I don't think it's necessary. I think I definitely want to play 3 Obligatos though. It's the best starter that the deck has access to. It is better in my opinion than Nucleus Infinity Core, which, yeah, it's a fine card. It can search Weisel from deck, but it's not part of my ideal setup. We're playing Weisel, which is Spell Negate, and Synchro Absorption, which basically allows you to sort of dodge targeted removal. Acts as a semi-negate attack of sorts, preventing a monster from attacking, and then you can also, you know, prevent a card effect that would destroy a card of the field by attributing itself, but unlike Stardust Dragon, it doesn't revive. We have 2 of each of the armies which serve as discard fodder for the scale and all the stuff. We have Book of Moon and Cosmic Cyclone, as well as IDP, which is a new card, and Compulse. I'm not too sure about the Compulse, actually. I might cut these for Crackdown. We're also playing 3 Assemblies, which is the spell that is... It's basically tanky for Meklords, but you can also pitch a card from your hand to target a monster you control and destroy it, which obviously is meant to trigger your Infinity Core or your Weisel in hand. And then you can also pop a face-up spell trap on the field when a Meklord is destroyed, which I guess has some application, especially now that Crackdown is a card that you need to be concerned with. Boon of the Meklord Emperor is a draw 2, but only really good on your first turn, once you've gone through Obligato to summon 2 monsters on the scale, and the reason why we can afford to run so much stack. And Storm is my preferred limit one in this list. I did try 1-for-1 for Infinity Core. I was not overwhelmingly convinced that by the increased agility of like favoring this as your starter rather than you know, this guy. As far as the extra is concerned, we have double heavy armor trade Iron Wolf. This card it can allow you to give Triskelion direct attack powers, and then it also, you know, sort of floats into an Obligato when it's destroyed. Gear Gigantex, which always such as Wisel or Synchro Absorption. Dreadnought into Super Quantal Making Great Magnus, one of the greatest playmakers of all time. And then we can play a small lung suit of Nightmares, Phoenix, and Unicorn. Even though Obligato locks us into machines, we can still go into these on our follow-up turn. And Link Karibo to get rid of your own Wisel because it prevents your other monsters from attacking. So excited to play that. Well, I've been playing this deck again, but I'm excited to play it at near full power, if not full power, more than full power, because we've gotten Infinity Core since the last time Meklords were relevant. So we'll see how it does. Alrighty, first game against Blue Eyes. I'm still in Plat, so this is a really good testament of how easy these games should be. This deck can do against mine, especially with this banger of a hand. Holy shit, with back row removal, we have Obligato, and we have the Assembly. So this is an easy-ish Triskelion. Yeah. Ancient Rules is going to be the first card that we play. Interesting. Dragon Spirit of White. We must have the most garbage hand known to man to do this terrible, terrible play. Ah, Vermilion Dragon Mech, Trillium Man of Culture. Why bother going for good cards? You know, like Azure Eyes, when you can just end on 0 disruption. I'm not even gonna need this Cyclone. That's how bad this is. I could even go Wisel, steal the Vermilion Dragon Mech, beat over Blue Eyes. But that's not good. We're gonna go Assembly, pick up Triskelion here. We are going to normal summon Obligato. Obligato is going to pop itself, special Wisel. Skill doesn't really matter, they're just gonna end up as a fodder for what actually? Probably Gig against X. Activate the Obligato Infect Engraved, that's not like it's gonna matter. It's just a fun thing that you can do. We have to go into DGX because this is the only way we can get more material in Engraved. There's like one of the things that could be buffed about the Meklords is if we give them a link to machine like Clifford Genius or Platinum Gadget, the deck instantly becomes much better because you have an easier access to cards like what's it called? Triskelion. Like Obligato becomes a 1-card Triskelion basically. Infinity Core. I don't think I'm gonna get much mileage over this. I'm gonna pick an Assembly for next turn. So I just realized I didn't put my glasses on, and now my eyes are kind of itchy. That's Triskelion. You know, there he is. And that's lethal. I wonder if there's a Synchro monster in this guy's extra deck that I could equip. Oh, there's only one. Wow, this guy is not playing Spirit. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, this is the end of the game though. Oh, this is too easy. Just enough time to pick up my glasses and see the victory screen. Alright, we're playing against some sort of ritual deck, probably. I play You Watch. You better FTK me with a name like that. You might be able to, because this hand is not the... Actually, this hand is not so bad. Ah, I see. Alright, now it's my turn to play and it's your turn to watch. We're gonna Cosmic Cyclone that one piece of disruption away. Oh, it was a Book of Moon. Interesting. Interesting. Gonna pitch Army of Skill, get the Assembly. We're gonna Assembly, get Obligator. I'm gonna normal Obligator. Ooh, maybe they have something that they can use. Interesting. A DD Crow effect, perhaps. Obligato activates. Let's not activate the White though. And then GGX. Don't I already have 3 Meklords engraved? Do I really need to be doing this? No, only 2. The last card of the Cyclone. GGX, detach, and add Synchro Absorption. And then, you know, as the end of the game already. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why what kind of hand trap you had. Maybe you should have been a bit faster with it. Maybe it's a Thunder Dragon. I guess we'll see. What were you on? Oh, White Princess. White Princess is actually a pretty good counter to Synchro Absorption. To Triskelion, rather. Alright. Oh, you're playing Hero. Well, I wonder how much you're going to be able to pop off without your singular copy of Sunrise. Although, was there a way I would have had lethal if I equipped literally anything else? Because this was 25. No, I don't think it was a 29 in his extra deck. Ah, set 1 pass. Interesting. Oh, Miracle Fusion. Drew the Miracle Fusion anyway. So we're gonna go for like, what's this guy's name? Tempest? You're kidding me. This was Liquid Soldier, of course it was. It's fine. It's not like I really care about any of this. Pitch Parley. Already normal for the turn. This could have been another extender, but I guess not. You're not beating the... Actually, you're the one watching and I'm the one playing Allegations today. Ah! The typical response when faced with a superior foe. Interesting. Interesting that it would come up to that. I sure wonder. Also, then this might rank up game to Legend. I'm gonna get to play against good players now. Alright, now that I'm in Legend, I'm expecting to play against much better players, such as this Blue Eyes player named Solo Player. I was gonna say there's a chance they're not on Blue Eyes, but this just happened, so... okay, this is an interesting hand, because I already do have Assembly and Obligato, so the Assembly is going to allow me to pick pretty much anything I want. So I'm going to pick the Weasel with it. And the skill is going to allow me to filter out this army of skill to get the boon. So this is the first time I'm going to get... This is the first time I'm going first too. I'm going to get to Resolve Boon. I'm going to special Weasel. And the other one doesn't really matter, but I want to get Granule out of the deck, I think. Activate Obligato Infecting Grave. Do not activate Weasel yet. That would be a mistake. Boon of the Meklord Emperor draws me 2, including a Compulse and Triskelion. Perfect. Amazing. Simply the greatest. And then we're gonna go into GGX. GGX is going to detach and get me Synchro Absorption. Then I am going to Assembly, get rid of my Granel, pop GGX, and now I am going to special summon Meklord Emperor Weasel. One of my favorite cards of all time. Let's look at this animation together. This guy is the whole reason I chose the Meklord branding, which terrible branding as far as like visibility on YouTube goes, but look at that, say animation, completely worth it. We have a Compulse, and we already have a live Triskelion, so I'm not concerned for next turn. And we turn off Grist, which this guy wasn't on, but it's basically kind of like BLS Lite, except BLS is a lot more consistent at what it does than Meklords, so you know, it's not... Do I negate this? It's not like they have, they're not playing a bunch of spells, right? And I don't want them drawing too, because any amount of back row, considering I have no protection, would be bad for me. Interesting. Interesting that you would do that. Depending on researchers, he searches a stone. Okay. Set 1. And I'm gonna have to Synchro Absorption in end phase. By selling this, special summoning Synchro Absorption. The reason I'm getting rid of my Weasel is because Weasel has this dumb clause where it prevents your other monsters from attacking this turn, which sucks. I'm gonna go for the Dragon Spirit of White here. I'm gonna compulse. There's a chance that he chains Blue Eyes. I don't really care. Because it still leaves a gap the size of Sage Revives of Blue on his field. Yeah, so it is Blue Eyes. It's cool. It's cool. Depending on what I draw, I can get double Triskelion and no amount of like Ulti Providence or Karmic God is going to be able to deal with this. Like, yeah. See? Now that the skill is back to pre-nerf state, I can pitch the skill and add a second Triskelion and have like so many Meklords in grave. I'm gonna banish 1, 2, 3 for the first Triskelion. Which, he had the Karmic cards. Ah, damn, that sucks. Anyway. You fool! I really thought your feeble attempt at stopping me would work. I am the Meklord God. There is nothing that you can do that would stop me from putting an end to your synchro decadence, I guess. I think I can't think of a better word. Alright, I might finally get to play against a good deck. This might be BLS. Okay, well, see. No, it is BLS. Cool. Cool. Finally get to play against something good. Not sure if I like seeing Boon in my opener. I would have liked this a lot more if I went first. Let me put it that way. But BLS is also really dependent on the deck that I draw going first, so there's a chance, considering I didn't draw much of my back row removal, if any at all, that this goes well actually. He's gonna do with the good old Endymion into Artemis Shuffle. Should Endymion be limited 3? Just so you can't use it alongside, you know, the best traps in the game. It is consistency boosting for like 2 decks that were relevant. I don't think Odd Eye is playing it anymore, but it used to be really good for Odd Eyes. It's sort of played in Abyss Actors, but it's like Abyss Actors not that concerning, so it's fine. Really hoping that... Ooh, this does not look good actually. Because this deck doesn't play any Synchro monsters, so it's not like I can prevent them from... I mean, get multiple attacks on my Triskelion. So, this is... Ooh, they're really going in. Wow. If I were playing Dark Hole, I'd be a rich man. Maybe I should be playing Dark Hole, actually. I should definitely be playing a third Cyclone, or Double Lens. Oh my god. Okay. That's threatening. You know, that's not the kind of field that you want to see. It's cool though. The good news is, because of the way he's placed his back row, Crackdown is off. Crackdown is off. There's a chance he has a Cosmic Cyclone, in which case I'm probably burned. Probably burned. Book of Moon would be fine. Obligato, if he gets bombed, I can still pop it with by pitching Weasel, and then I still have access to Triskelion, which is fine. So we'll see. Obligato's here. Is this going to get Book of Moon? Yep. Hold it. This is fine. This is fine because I specifically opened another discard folder for Triskelion. So I'm gonna pitch the Weasel, pop the Obligator. Obligato Engrave is going to deal a weird bit of damage at the end of the turn. Guess I go for Triskelion here. Guess I have to. And if this gets met with a Book of Moon instantly, I can set 2, one of which is going to be a bluff. And I think I'm still in a decent position. Alright, well this sucks. This means I have to commit to setting my real card and try and go for the OTK. Treacherous Trapple. Huh. I don't think this guy has read his own Super Soldier by an opponent's card effect. Yes, sir. Not just any. This makes it a bit easier on me. Yeah, Crackdown would definitely be better in this matchup. Force them to do awkward trades with their own BLS. Because if they top deck another BLS here, I just lose, right? There's also a possibility that this fucks me. So is Compulse on the Endymion actually correct? If I assume that they didn't draw anything good? Yeah, I think so. I think Compulse on the Endymion is correct. Especially because it's a once per turn, so it's not like they... Well, they still have lethal on board. That's awkward. Was there no way for me to win this game? I should be playing the third Cyclone, probably. Yeah, I should have been playing third Cyclone. Or maybe 2 Lances. Lances would have been really good for... Oh, they had the thing anyway. Yeah, this game's over. I mean, obviously BLS is like the best deck of this format. And I'm not going to be able to match the amount of advantage it generates, but I should have been playing more cards for this matchup specifically. So that was Meklord. Like I said, I think Compulse, not actually that great. I think Crackdown serves you probably better in BLS Tenyi formats. I don't know if it's not that good against Tenyi. That's why we have ITP, I guess. And definitely play more back row removal. I think you can afford to play 30 with this deck because it's just that cracked. So I'm gonna play 1 Dark Hole, the 1-up, and 2 Lances. And this looks like a mess of a deck. I think it's probably still very good. Maybe I can even play the third Triskelion if I'm that concerned about running out of monsters. Although we only need to open 1 Meklord in order to access any Meklord through the skill into assembly. So, and what are the odds? You know what? I'm gonna do the math. And by do the math, I mean I'm gonna go on yugioh.party and look it up. Yeah, I have a 95% chance to open a monster, which is pretty good. And I have a... That's gonna be it for me today. Hope you enjoy this grand return of Meklords. Is the deck competitively viable? I don't think it is. I think it's the deck that lives and dies by the back row that it is able to draw. And it's a very like one-trick pony-ish kind of deck, which your opponents are more often than not, and especially in tournament setting, going to be prepared for. Like, Triskelion is really telegraphed, and if you're trying to register this deck in tournaments, like I'm probably going to do, they can just shotgun the Lancia that they're going to have sided for like BLS and stuff. Just to prevent you from being able to access your OTK line, which kind of an issue. What would it take for Meklords to be more competitively viable? Like I said, link to machines. I don't think there's any at the moment that's not named Orcust. I'm gonna check. If there's one and I haven't been playing it, I'm gonna look like an idiot. I guess you could be playing double-headed Uncle Knuckle, but I don't think there's any more Meklord support that can come to the game, in a sense that there's no more that exists. The one thing that would really help though is if the skill allowed you to play cards that aren't Meklord monsters, and add this like this restriction of you can't summon monsters that aren't Meklord monsters, just so you can play stuff like Artifact Lancia, which obviously really good against exactly BLS. And also, I probably got to didn't have this fucking stupid restriction locking you into machines, you can go into Abyss Dweller, which would make Meklords infinitely better in this metagame. So yeah, lots of rambling just to point out that Meklords, not that great in the current format, but pretty fun. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Thank you for watching this video, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you guys and gals in Non-Binary Pals next time.